Nerdy dude stuff.
For those of you keeping track at home, today's Beer of the Day is brought to you by Westfax Brewing Company out of Lakewood, Colorado. This is called the Urban Lumberjack Hazy IPA. This is sitting at a nice 6.5% alcohol by volume, and this is a hazy IPA made with the standard Citra, Mosaic, and yada yada hops. The one thing I really do enjoy about this IPA is that the additional added flavoring of vanilla gives it a really nice creamy finish, so it gives it that really airy, puffy back-end taste. Very strong on the liquid aromatic front with just such a nice fluff mouthfeel for a smooth glass. Probably about a 9.2 out of 10 for me. Cheers to you guys.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video about helium mining. If this is your first time on the channel, please take a moment to consider hitting that subscribe button and turning on the bell notification as we post videos weekly, and we do a stream every Monday at 2 p.m. Eastern. But definitely like this video, as supposedly it helps the algorithm, and that's stuff that all the cool YouTubers say. Now, if you hit that bell notification a few minutes ago, you might have noticed that there was a couple of videos that popped up on the YouTube channel. Being that I have a crappy PC, I upload videos from my phone onto YouTube. I meant to put them private so I could download them onto my PC, just because it's the easiest and the best way for my editing software with this crappy PC to get the good quality so we don't get that fuzzy mumbo jumbo. But with that said, today will be the last day we're doing videos on our crappy PC, as we are building a brand new one tonight after we get back from Resident Evil in theaters. Now, with all that mumbo jumbo aside, today we are going to talk about helium. Ever since we came back from the newest update with the OTAs, with everything that's been going on, our helium mining has been through the roof. I know you guys have seen our settings before, and we talk about it all the time, but we didn't really make any changes this time around, and we are getting some significant rewards. And we're going to show that on screen, and we're going to show one of my setups, because I get a lot of questions about that still, even though I haven't made any changes. I just want to get it back on camera, and then we'll do another video in the near future where we show our other setup at the other house when we potentially put an 8.0 antenna there. But with that said, let's jump into our setup. Let's jump into the results that we've had since this last update, and since they've kind of fixed their shit since the network went down, and we're very, very excited, and we're very, very happy. So of course we had to share that with you guys. So let's jump over to the computer screen and stay tuned. Helium's price is currently sitting at $41, which isn't too bad. We saw some decent numbers up high, but this is still really, really solid time, especially with the amount that we have been mining each and every day, which is beautiful, and we absolutely love it. Now, to show you guys what my setup is, as always, I will be talking about promoting. You have to have the perfect setup, and this is what, not like the right setup, and this is what we always talk about on stream. So I have two Bobcat 300s before they changed their cool spiffy little logo, and I know there's some issues that are going to be popping up with Bobcat with the memory and so on and so forth, which we'll address as we get to that. But we have two Bobcat 300 miners. We have one here at my house, and we have one at my in-laws' house. Now, both of these miners are equipped with a LMR 400 cable off of usacoax.com. You can go onto their site. You could build your cable. I do the regular helium LMR 400, not the Ultra Flex. You can build your cable based on how much length you need and with the right pieces and parts on the ends of them, which mine have come built with an RP SMA male and an N-type female, an additional $12. And then you can go down here to their calculator, and you can calculate how much signal loss and dB loss you would potentially have based on your signal length or your antenna length needed. Here is my setup right here. I do have my Bobcat miner in the garage next to my AC unit, and I have an antenna up in the attic, which we'll probably do some footage tomorrow when we are getting our Christmas decorations down. But you can see in that little clip that the cable was really, really big and really fat, and our miner is next to our AC, and that's a 25-yard cable. And then, of course, the antennas that we do have on both of these miners, the other one is at my in-laws' house, and the antenna is external with a lightning arrestor, whereas my antenna is here at this house does not have a lightning arrestor because it's not outside. That's another big question I always get. And then right now, if you click on the link below, you can get the antennas that I have. I have two 5.8s, and right now with Black Friday, they are currently 10% off, and I believe they're they're going to be doing this for a week. So get yourself about $8 off a 2-pack, which is pretty solid, using the link below. And of course, we are going to talk about, I mean, we can talk about my t-shirts real quick. Let's go to the shop. Let's load that up while we go. Now, let's look at our actual numbers. This has been crazy. Here's miner number 1. In the past 30 days, we've had 12.2 helium. And here is miner number 2. Oh, looks like there was someone in. Okay, so now there's 2 in my hexagon, but we're still sitting at a 7.1. And we are at 14 helium in 30 days. This is weird that there's another miner now in my hex. It's probably moved down from up here, and it was saying it was offline last night, but I didn't really see it in the hex when I was looking earlier. But anywho, let's go into our actual account here and take a look at our past couple of days. Come on, you can load. Well, there was some issues going, holy crap, look at our distance. That is the farthest I've seen so far. Let's see how far this one witness is out here. And this just goes to show, with the proper setup, that, am I in the way? 66 point, actually, that's not even my farthest, but that's 66 kilometers away. This shows that with the popular setup, or with the correct setup and the appropriate setup, whatever words I'm looking for, you can definitely do some solid hits and some distances, as you can see with all the witnesses that are around me with how far out they are, which is incredible. And then, of course, when we zoom into our area, you can see that we're pretty much pinging and getting witnessed by everything that is in our area with everyone with the proper setup. And that's why we have been looking at numbers like this. For the past 24 hours, my miner here, that's 8 meters up in my attic, has made 0.864 helium. And my 7-day spread in the channel, when we do our streams, we always talk about wanting to have a setup that gives us about 2.5 to 3.5 helium in a 7-day spread. Obviously, we're over that. We're just shy of 4 helium in the past 7 days. And the reason why we're not over 4 helium in the past 7 days is because when the helium network was down and when the updates, that was last week, and you can see we have a downslope right there. But we have immediately recovered, and this miner has been pulling 0.8, 0.75, 0.64, 0.86 like every day consistently since that update came back. And then our 30-day spread on the channel, again, we say we want to target 10 helium for every 30 days. We are sitting at 12.197 in 30 days on this one, with some downtime as well, with the highest day being 1.1 helium, which is awesome. And then if we go to our other miner, we are sitting at, looking here when it loads, these numbers were even better, I think, just because this one's external. This one isn't hitting stuff as far, but it's hitting a little bit more down and around the area, which is also pretty juicy. And you can see they're about equal right now at 0.86 in the past 24 hours, 4.72. So this one's been doing even better because the other one's at 3.96. This one's at 4.7. So if we're looking at 3.96, if we're looking at a calculator, maybe. Come on. There we go. So we've got, honestly, I don't even have to do these numbers. I'm being stupid. 4.73 in the past 7 days, and then 30 days we saw that at like 14 point something or other, which is very, very sexy. I mean, in 30 days, and this one's got the curse of the Bobcat a few times as well. But in 30 days in a month, we've made 576 on one Bobcat. Let's just go to the full account. I don't even want to do numbers and math. So as of right now today, we are sitting at 1.72 helium, which is pretty much one of our higher days. Today's a $70 day, a $71 day if we wanted to take profit. In the past 7 days, in the past week, we've made $356 worth of helium, which is crazy to me because working a part-time job when I was in high school, my paychecks weren't even this big, and that was working at Universal Studios, probably about like 20 hours a week or something. Maybe my paychecks were close. No, they weren't even close. Not even close. Because it was like $8 an hour. No, I was making like $7 an hour, so 140 for like 20 hours. Yeah, not even close. So this is better. I am making more than my high school part-time working self doing absolutely nothing with these helium miners. And then in a 30-day spread, we made 26.22. So we are over our goal of making 10 helium per miner. We're at 26 helium because obviously if we have 2 miners, we want to make 20 helium in a 30-day spread. But now we are sitting here making 26 helium in a 30-day spread, which is $1,078. And that already pays off pretty much the miners because both miners cost me $500 plus the extra $300 that I put in for antennas and cables and blah, 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 blah. And now we're sitting here looking at sheer profit. So if we sit here and make this in 30 days, every single 30 days, we're looking at $12,000 a year in helium, which we are going to hold. And then of course, now we have 14, almost 15 sitting in our wallet. I think when we hit 15, I meant to do it when I hit 10 the other day, but I obviously didn't. But when we hit 15, we are going to move them over into our crypto staking over here. So that way we can get everything staked. Let's see. We want to go into our stakes. We're going to move everything over to here because right now we currently have 34 being staked, and then we are going to bump that up with another 15. So we'll have 49 to 50 being staked as well, because we just want to hang on to our helium. We don't really want to spend it. We want the price to increase and keep going from there, which will make us very, very happy. Of course, before we sign off, we want to promote our t-shirts and stuff like that. We've got a couple of great options with my new personal favorite, the Let's Go Bitcoin that I just released this week, and then the fan favorite, Shut Up Copper. So if you guys jump down in the link below, you can buy t-shirts, hats, stickers, all that is greatly appreciated and it supports the channel. And I thank you, each and every single one of you, for taking the time to do that. Anywho, that's going to do it for me today, guys. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to reach out to me on Telegram, Twitter, or Discord. Link for all that stuff is in the description of this video, preferably Discord. I know we talk about it all the time, but also follow me on Twitter. Other than that, like, comment, subscribe, buy a t-shirt, all that good stuff. I'm O'Prius, and we'll see you guys next time.
Shut up, Copper.